Mic check, mic check. More Masters podcast. It's your host, main of course. I got my guy. I love you, Jace.
Yo,
in
yo,
the
yo.
building. Real quick. So Juanito was done. We not doing that. It's just like it's not a thing. All right, the streets was wanting it, so I was making sure.
Crazy.
I love you, Jace, man. No more Juanito.
Yeah.
All right. First I want to say shout out to Concrete Road Clothing. You know what I'm saying? Dope shirt. Didn't take long to get here. I bought it. It came in like a few days. Very, very, very nice texture too. I like the way it feel, like the way it fit on me. Look good. Go with the hat. Nice little color. Got a little rolls in the back too. I ain't gonna show the rolls because of what rolls is. You know, like it ain't pink. It's just a rolls. Pause. But shout out to her. I'm wearing my next vlog. I do it myself and wear it again just to give her some love. I like dope material, man. Like people can make designs, but when the shirt and stuff feel like you can wash it and wear it again. That's what's dope to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you ever have a shirt and you wash it like, damn, I can't wear it again.
Yeah.
It's like, it's cool to support, but like, what did you really do? You know what I'm saying? But when you got a shirt that got the quality and you can feel it. Like, I like shirts that make me feel, I don't lift weights.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm strong right now. I feel like I got muscles. I ain't got none, I know, but I feel like I got muscles right now. Just because how the shirt is hugging me. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to her, man. Definitely dope brand. What you been up to, man?
Man, just being creative out here, got some projects in the works. Got some beats, some collaborations coming up. Videos coming up.
You sound like one of them rappers that really ain't really doing. So what you doing for
Oh,
real?
nah.
Okay.
I'm doing some
I'm
shit,
making sure.
I'm definitely
Niggas
working.
used to say that in the 90s, like in the early 2000s. Yeah, man, I'm doing this and doing that. Nah, you ain't doing
I'm
that.
definitely working. I'm not finna announce that early, though.
Okay, that what's up, man. What's up? So I want to kind of give them, I don't want to hold them too long. I want to give them the rundown of what we're doing right now. So it's going to be something different. I'm trying to new avenues. I'm just trying to be creative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trying to show love. You know what I'm saying? And
Balls.
what I want to do is, I'm trying to create a platform or a space where we can do the opposite of what I feel corny people do or lazy people do or just uncreative people do, right? A lot of times on social media, you'll see a very popular status and get shared around. But then you'll see John Doe go post it as if they made it up.
Yeah.
What I want to do is I want to take those kind of statuses and talk about them. Whether it's deep conversation, whether it's just healthy debating conversation, whether it's jokes, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is, or just disagreeing, agreeing, whatever. And I like to have those conversations. I want this to feel like you're scrolling your timeline. You know when you're bored, you just scroll. I want somebody to be bored and watch this. I don't care if you're bored, or just watch it because you want to be entertained. You go to your timeline because you want to be entertained. I want this to be some sort of entertainment. Not necessarily informative like More Than Masters podcast. Not necessarily promoting somebody like Main and Slim, but just an entertainment kind of fun type of content, like nothing too deep, nothing too crazy. Like I don't have to really be prepared to come here. We could just read off stuff and just talk. I want it to be that kind of feel, but still make sense. I don't want to be saying no wild stuff like Blue, like that's not what I'm on. You ain't got. I know that's your man. You ain't got to, you know what I'm saying. But Blue, my man too. I don't want that. What's
that Black Holiday?
It's that Black Holiday month, man. But yeah, man. So without further ado, I want to kind of go into the first one. I know we kind of jumping into it, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I sent the first one to the wrong person, so we gonna overlook that. Man, but it says, matter of fact, I don't want to start there. Matter of fact, that's next.
Yeah,
we start somewhere different. Somewhere I know you could take it to the next notch because you that guy, and this is your year, and this is you. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read the status. It says, quit these jobs. If a job is sending you into depression, quit. If a job can't seem to appreciate you, quit. If a job does not understand using your vacation, sick, personal, or leave days, quit. God did not put us on this earth to work jobs that do not even care about your well-being. If the job was for you, just like a relationship, it wouldn't stress you. Quit.
Fucking 9 to 5.
Rather stay alive?
Oh God, like the facts, bro. Like I've actually had. Hey, if you actually go and listen to the song, I put out a song 9 to 5. It's out now everywhere on all streaming platforms. Got the music video out. We doing behind the scenes. But anyway, if you listen to that song, I actually talk about me having experiences very close to what she's just saying. Like especially at a job I had a few years ago, me being depressed. My dad had just passed. I ain't had no money for real. Bills due, all this shit going on. And motherfuckers don't care. Like, they don't give a damn at that job, bro. Like, they just want you to work like ain't nothing happened. Like, they'll know everything that happened step by step. Know, like, literally everything that went down. Cause you had to know, you telling them, blah, blah, blah. And they don't give a fuck. They don't care. So, and they replace your ass like that. Like, we had a person at that job like a year before I wound up quitting. She came in there like she was sick. This way before the COVID and all that shit. I think she had like I don't know. I forgot what it was.
COVID-17?
It was some niggas with the jokes. But anyway, cause she passed, bro.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
right?
That shit crazy. Yeah, niggas, bro. Anyway, she kept coming up there even though she was sick because she didn't have enough money. She was young. And her parents had cut her off the insurance. She had some shit going on with her peoples. I'm not gonna say her name, but she had some shit going on with her peoples. She ain't had no insurance. She didn't put in insurance for the job, so she just kept coming up there. And then like she started like breaking down, like she was crazy. Like she started looking pale in the face and everything. They're telling her to go to the hospital. And then like one day she had no choice but to go to the hospital. And then from there, she got like dramatically worse. Like organs started shutting down, all this shit. Niggas is at the job betting on is she gonna be alive and shit. Niggas is talking about who gonna replace her. Niggas is up doing like stupid shit, like wow, like disrespectful shit. Niggas went. They had a day like when she passed for everybody to go check out, play their respects and shit. Nobody had off. Like, everybody had to be at the job. And they put in, like, a small space in the corner. It was like, rest in peace. Jemima or something. Like, I'll just give you a regular name. Like, rest in peace, Jemima. That shit was up there for, like, that day. It was gone. Nobody else talked about it. They had a new supervisor, like, the next week. Never brought up again.
So, I'm be honest with you, because we started right. And I know... I like that you went deep because I was on an entertainment vibe. I'm not gonna lie, but I like the concept. I like where you're going. Cause I am gonna talk on the opposite spectrum of that just to kind of keep the conversation flowing. But I definitely agree. I feel like based upon your experiences with corporate America too, like that attitude or that mindset is definitely gonna be instilled in you, depending on what you've seen. So that's something you've seen. Like it wasn't you, but it's like. You've seen that and said, okay, they ain't gonna do me that way. You know what I'm saying? Or you've seen that and you felt it. So like it's resonated in you like, okay, these company will replace you, right? And so like my standpoint is I definitely agree with you. I agree with that post as far as if the job is messing up your well-being. You know what I'm saying? Definitely
shit,
yeah, don't be there. On the flip side of it though, nothing ever gonna come easy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing gonna come easy. Like millionaires get stressed out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people that get stressed and they just actors. People that get stressed and they just, I don't know, truck drivers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to tell everybody that gets stressed out to quit. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's the job doing it to you, like you can actually say it's the job, then that's a different conversation, you know? But just because you're stressed out at it and you're working, don't mean that the job is doing it. Just because you're depressed and you're working, don't mean it's a job. Now, you might be depressed and working, and then the job might do something that actually messes up your depression or like just adds to it. That's also different. But a lot of times, from my side of my spectrum, right, I see people come in with problems already, and then the job just it don't help. It don't take away from the problem. It might add to it. Mm-hmm. I mean, technically speaking, the job will want you to quit. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Because they want people there that's functionally that's ready to go. Almost like the army. You know, I'll say it's like the army, right? So the army, they won't take nobody that ain't 100% healthy. Pretty much. You got breathing problems, so you can't come here. Mm-hmm. Cause they already know what they want from you. You know what I'm saying? So they already know what they want. So they know that you got breathing problems. You can't make it here. Yeah. Get out of here. You can't get no benefits. You can't get nothing. Mm-hmm. And I think, typically speaking, most jobs want that anyway. They want you to come in with a clear mind, no depression, no stress. They want to be stress free. They want you to sacrifice your time sometimes. You know. So I agree with the post, but I also agree with the other side of it. Like I do feel like everything in that post isn't technically speaking a corporate America problem. Mm-hmm. If you're depressed, it's not necessarily on your job to fix your depression. Now, if you're depressed from your job, I don't know. Like I'm not saying I don't know how that would happen, but you know, if that happens, that probably mean you did too much. That probably, and no matter what you slice it, it's like it may be something still in you, not you, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if you go to work and you're depressed just from working, you might be there too much. Like, has anything ever depressed you that you didn't like really, you wasn't like 2 feet into? Like, can something depress you that you're not like heavily around? Like, I don't know, but I don't think so, right? So I feel like sometimes if you're depressed based off something, not all the time, because it might be a death, which you can't be heavily around. You know what I'm saying? But then again, you might have multiple deaths.
Yeah. Now
you're depressed because you're around. You know what I'm saying? So you might want to move out the environment, or you know what I'm saying, you're in an environment that's gonna cause for this to happen, whatever. But it's always a deeper meaning. That's all I'm saying. Like, I think I would never push quitting on nobody because I don't know why you're doing it. So even with the song, I love the song, of course, you know, like F9 to 5, and I agree with everything you said in it because I understand why you were saying it and what it means to you. Even the story you just told me, I know I heard it before. Now I'm thinking about it, and I know what it means to you. But as it pertains to the post, and we talking just about like quit that job, this, that, third. My thing is, yeah, if you got 3 kids at home, you know what I'm saying, and you're the only parent, you might not want to quit that job, bro. Like, you might want to actually just chalk it up to what it is. You got 3 kids and you doing it alone, so you're probably depressed and going through a lot of stuff, and then that job is just adding stress on your life. Mm-hmm. But it's not the job. The job didn't get you pregnant. Hopefully, unless you just got pregnant by you work with. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to liven the mood. You kind of went deep. I'm trying to grab it at that hole. You know what I'm saying? But seriously, like that's my take on it. Yeah. But I will say, like, if you want to quit a job, quit, because 9 times out of 10. If you want to quit the job, the company probably wants you to quit. And me and you worked at the same place, and I've talked to you about stuff that I probably shouldn't talk to you about. But you know that in that world, corporate America, or that job, or them people, whatever you want to call it, they make plans for you to quit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, let's do this.
Yeah.
That'll get them to quit. Mm-hmm. So trust me, you ain't gotta get depressed, stressed out. Use your vacation time to quit. They want you to quit half the time. By the time you get there, they've been begging you to quit. They just been using you. Mm-hmm. So go ahead, quit. You make them happy. You know what I'm saying? That's my take on that, at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how I feel. I don't know, but you know me. I say F9 to 5 and all that stuff too, and I'm all for, like, you know, entrepreneurship if you can do it. But I also feel like you need a fall through plan. You need a blueprint. So you do need these companies sometimes. You need that job to say, like I always said, I had a business when I was younger. I feel like me being in corporate America and managing, if I knew what I knew now, I would have been way better at what I was doing when I was younger.
Most definitely.
I try to tell you the same. Like, even me and you, like we worked when I managed. You met a different version of me. You didn't meet the first year manager of me, which I always been a good worker, so to speak, but I wasn't that great of a manager, I don't think, yet. I was still doing too much, not delegating enough, you know what I'm saying? Not knowing what go where. But once you start doing it, and now I'm like, okay, cool. It also lets you, like, so you learn life lessons and stuff. Like, so if I say quit that job, it's like, I don't like to learn to quit. I don't want you to be a quitter all the time. I don't want you to quit the first time. Oh, I'm stressed. Or the first day you can have long days at work, bro. Trust me. Mm-hmm. You can have long days. And it's not, the job didn't do nothing to you. People just came and shopped. The workload just got busy that day. Like, it's gonna be, that's why they paying you, because they're gonna be days like that. That's why you get bonuses. There's gonna be days like that. It's all incentives for those reasons, right? But I feel like you learn, and what I learned in doing stuff like that, but not quitting and just kind of going through it, is that sometimes it takes time, bro. It takes time. So in life, that's why I'm never up or down. I'm just chill. Mm-hmm. Kind of everything take time. Yeah. Everything take time. Like, I don't care what happened today. Today I might be up 1,500, more than that, but you know, 1,500, 1,600, whatever. And then in 3 weeks I might have 4,000. You know, I don't. It's just everything. Or 4 months. Everything takes time. It's like a process. It's a progress. So I don't get too up, too down, but like working corporate America kind of taught me that. Which about, like, if you have a good visit from corporate, they come to your place of business and you get a good kudos or something. I know the next time they come, you could be the bad person too. Mm-hmm. Oh, he ain't no shit. Damn, look, I was a smart nigga last time. Yeah, not this time. Yeah. You can't get too up and down. You got to be in the middle. So
what can you do for me lately?
Hey,
what have you done for me?
That's the kind of world we live in anyway, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All right, so the next one. And I thought this was dope. It says, I don't want to be friends with nobody who can't defend me in a room I'm not in. I don't want to be friends with nobody who can't defend me in a room I'm not in.
I definitely feel that, because it's easy for a motherfucker like in your face to be defending you, talking good about you, and give all this good ass energy and shit. But to do it when I'm not there, that's
Speak
different.
volumes.
Yeah, speak volumes. Like that's show you respect, that show admiration, that show genuine love, for that person. Instead of you just doing that shit just for face value, so you fake kicking it at that point. I don't want niggas like that around me at all. Like,
I think that sometimes we get accustomed to having the attitude of, if they ain't say it around me, I don't want to hear it. And that's the reason why, because a lot of times we do feel like people won't defend. And when I say defend, I like to post, don't take the word defend literal. I don't want anybody that's going to talk trash about me in a room I'm not in. Defending part don't necessarily care. I don't care, because you could be in a room with two people and they can say, oh, man, ass, da da da. I don't necessarily need you to go in there and say, he's not ass, he's strapped, I don't, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, just don't engage in it, you know what I'm saying? Or don't make the space comfortable for it to be a recurring thing.
mm-hmm.
I would be okay with, like, yo, just why you talking about it for, like, like, you ever had somebody talk about somebody and then like somebody in the room like, why you say something he not here?
Yeah.
Or, matter of fact, you been around me before. I'm like, why you say when they was here?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why you ain't say that when the person was here?
Yeah.
I'm not defending them, but I'm also saying like, hey, there's not a space for that.
Yeah.
Not around me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I want of people. I don't necessarily need to defend me, because I'm a question why you have to defend me sometimes, and that's just I think that's the insecurity in me as a human, as a man, as somebody who I done did people dirty before. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, but that's the insecurity I have. So I think defending me sometimes, or telling me you defended me, made me think like, you know the saying, oh, why they feel comfortable telling you this?
Yeah.
So now even you defending me, but I'm questioning you now. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get to there, so don't take the defending word literal. What I really want is somebody who's just gonna make sure that talking trash about me isn't a safe space.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want nobody ever to, especially, and I'm big on this. I always talk about this on Twitter. I talk about this every time. Do not tell nobody my business. And I think the reason why me and you are so cool, because people have got that from you, and I got that from you as well. And me and you cool. It could be somebody that he's not that cool with, and he'll be like, oh, I ain't gonna say their business though. And I respect that every time, even though I don't ask, but I respect it every time. 'Cause I'm like, really, he could tell me, because we kind of, but he not like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be respecting that, but that also makes me know I can trust you.
Yeah.
Because it's a few times that I done found something out and you like, oh, okay, they told you. I'm like, oh, so you knew. You knew. Okay. But I'll be cool with it, 'cause I'm like, that's somebody I could be around. That's somebody I can trust, because I know that from the relationship we have, relationship that you and this person, that person has, for you not to tell me means that that's just something instilled in you. That's like a core. I ain't talking corporate. I feel like I'm being corporate when I say this, but that's like your core value. Like, that's something that's
this is real shit. Yeah.
And I rock with that, bro. Like, when I saw that, I thought of people that I potentially could be like, you know what, this person fit the description. And obviously that's when your brain start going crazy, because you're like, oh, I can't think of too many more that can do that. Mm-hmm. Not because they're not solid. It's just because it ain't in anybody's character. You know, some people gonna be a certain way depending on who's in the room, and then some people gonna be them just because that's who they are. And that's what you kind of deal with.
Pusha T once said, "Everybody ain't built like me," in reference to the Kanye and Drake situation.
Right. And just that, and like I said, him and Kanye is cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they're cool. But he know that's you when you know your man's or somebody you around not built like that. But like I said, for me to call somebody my friend, it's certain things I just need from them. Yeah,
you gotta be built like that.
And I ain't saying you gotta be tough. You ain't gotta fight nobody. You ain't gotta tote a gun. You ain't gotta do none of that stuff.
It's just the core values, like you said.
I just need that. I need that. What I need from a friend more than anything. I mean, of course, it's loyalty. You know what I'm saying? And I think, but under loyalty falls this. It's not about you not defending me, or you not. It's not about that. It's about you making sure that any space you create isn't a space to disrespect me or for me to be talked about.
Yeah,
that's all I care about. Like, a stranger shouldn't be able to, or you shouldn't be able to open up a conversation with a stranger about me in any kind of anything but positivity.
Yeah.
But podcast, cool. Anything else is like, no.
Yeah.
Now my kids, like, that's my friend. Like the person that won't allow a safe space to have the main conversation or have the love conversation.
Yeah.
That's what I want. So that's not necessarily the defend part, but I get it. If it depending on what kind of room it is, I would like some defense. Yes, depending on what kind of room it is. But it's not needed. I just need to make sure that if you're in that room, they know to talk a certain way because you're in that room. Fuck defending. I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I don't know.
It makes sense.
All right,
I definitely understand.
You ever had that before? You ever had that situation where you ever heard about somebody talking about you, like, or you ever overheard? Like maybe somebody thought you left the room and.
Yeah, I've had that happen before.
I'm about to say,
you want to go in detail?
Yeah, please.
All right, so
you ain't gotta say names. Apparently, you don't say names no more, so you ain't gotta say names. Just
But yeah, cause they ain't trying to like niggas might know these people, and they ain't got time for all that.
Real quick, to be fair though, I mean, I guess I know you ain't say where you worked at, so I guess it don't matter. I'm assuming that everybody know where you worked at when you talk about this person. Because I know.
Oh yeah, people would know.
Where.
Yeah, people would know.
I was like, well, you don't say the name, but they gonna know who.
Yeah, people would know.
Who died working, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah, people would know. So yeah,
my bad. Go
respectful.
Ahead.
But yeah, this was like one time in 8th grade. I do not know what happened. Like, me, this nigga was cool. Like at one point, but the nigga, I don't know. Like, it's something about me. It's something about me. I don't know if it's like how the energy I give off, like. How genuine, not even like on the egotistical shit. I'm really giving. I'm very positive and all that shit type shit. So I don't know if niggas be thinking they could try me off of that or something. Like, I don't know. This should be weird. But I was walking off, like we was going to lunch or some shit. I don't know where we was going. And he was talking to somebody that's like my homegirl, like we was real tight and shit. And he was like, yo, you know what? I bet nigga a bitch. Like, nigga a bitch. I was like,
hey, talk to the mic, bro. Talk to the mic.
Like, this nigga a bitch. Like, he said, like, I hear that shit. And he's like, yo, want a bitch? I was like, hold up.
Why out the blue?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if it was tied to something else because he had a girl that he liked, but he wasn't with her. They wasn't together.
The plot is thick.
But she liked me. But I didn't do nothing with her. She just liked me. She used to say, hey, you used to come to my locker and all that shit. But he got no play with her. But I didn't want her. I didn't want nothing to do with her. So I don't know if it stemmed from that or whatever. But I didn't know this nigga had this animosity in his heart because like the whole time we was around, it's been cool. We joking and all that. But when I got up to walk away, I heard that shit. I just came back over there, went and checked it, basically. Nigga was crying and shit. I didn't like punch him. I was like, yo, what you talking about? Like, what you got going on, bro? What are you talking about? How I'm a bitch?
You wasn't loved that
Nah,
day,
I wasn't on the love. Cause like I don't like disrespectful shit. I hate that shit. Neither, I hate that shit.
Me neither, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I never had that. I had that happen. I've had it happen where like somebody said something before I walked in the room and I heard it, but it wasn't nothing crazy, you know. It just, but like I said, sometimes
checked it.
It was a woman.
Oh, okay.
Check
yeah. It wasn't nothing crazy.
Yeah, we're just hating stuff. Like, oh, look, he think he's so, you know, whatever.
Oh, okay.
You're right. I do. I think that. Yeah, I think it. I think it. Yeah. Yep, I sure do. This is the next one I want to get into. And we're gonna kind of shift to music because we're gonna end with it. It's not ending right now, but we're gonna get into a different kind of bag. But read a post that you shared. After this, you're gonna start reading posts. I promise. But
right.
Read a post you shared. Okay. Let me put it up here. You niggas weird as fuck talking about I'm going to listen to R. Kelly. Like my nigga Earth, Wind, and Fire, the Osleys, Usher, Ray J ain't never raped no fucking body. And you can listen to them in peace knowing that.
I definitely see what they saying.
Well, you shared it. Yeah, you shared it.
I definitely see what they're saying because...
And you kind of going hard about a few days about that. You going hard about the R. Kelly shit.
Because niggas was going hard with the support at the same time. Niggas was going hard with the support
of his music.
No, of him. Like, I'm still go. That's the same thing in this situation. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of hard to divide the person in the art with this situation because all his art is about love making and females, and that's mostly all his body of work outside from that gospel album. Niggas not talking about the gospel album though. Niggas is talking about his classic records. His gospel album isn't a classic record. They talking about the toot beat da da, and he pulling up in the school bus. That's what they talk about. They talking about those type of songs. And me personally, that's what I'll be thinking about listening to those songs. He not talking about somebody 21 years and up. He talking about this.
You was born 98, right?
96.
96. Okay. I can see why you probably feel that way then.
Why?
Oh,
what does that mean? What does that mean?
I'm not saying that people that's older than you or older than me don't feel that way, because a lot of people do. But I'm saying, like, for somebody your age, like when you was 4 and able to like really retain music, he was really nasty by that time. So it was like he wasn't like this, he wasn't the untouched R. Kelly, rather. He had a stain on his thing, like that might be you on that sex tape. You know what I'm saying? But for somebody like me who born 90, that I remember like listening to You Remind Me of My Jeep, all that stuff, like I Can't Sleep, like it's a bunch of songs I could think about that it was on a tape, a VHS tape, and we would play it and hook it to the stereo to clean up. I all rewind and play the music back. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't all session music, don't get me wrong, but he had some music. But this is me growing up on him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about 12-year-old or 16-year-old or this, that, and third. Even when them sexual songs were going on down low, that's the first sex video, that kind of video I ever seen where I'll make sure the time was right. Sex video I ever seen where I feel like I might have got an erection because the girl from Jamie Foxx show was on there, Fancy and down low. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, I'm not thinking now like, oh, I gotta take that back because he peed on a girl. I'm not thinking like that. My way I'm processing his music is not like, damn, he was talking about a teenager. Now, some lyrics I definitely be questioning now, but as I listen to them, I question them. But what I'm thinking about when I hear this song is a woman of age, of course, a consensual age, that I might have dealt with. Or I'm thinking about setting the mood. The mood ain't old man, young, 16-year-old. You know what I'm saying? The mood is, I'm trying to get something, bro. That's kind of where I grew up on, setting the tone with, you know how Kanye had that, said she wants some Marvin Gaye, some Luther, like them people, that's R. Kelly for me, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, granted, I get what you're saying as far as he's a nasty nigga. You know what I'm saying? He did some wild shit. I definitely understand that. But I'm not gonna go publicly saying I'm gonna listen to this, not to be an asshole, you know what I'm saying? However, I can't necessarily say I'm gonna stop listening to his music all in all, but I definitely not gonna push to like play it, if that makes sense. Yeah, so if that makes sense. So that's why I asked about, the age, because technically speaking, the way I grew up on them, you didn't grow up on them. So I got like maybe 9 years in you. Like if you think about you being 3, 4, let's say 4, you can kind of retain some music. Mm-hmm. I got 10 years of this man just being on top, like this the guy. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really erase them first 10 years because all I'm thinking is like I'm thinking about the future when I do have sex. When you know what I'm saying? It's all going back to him. Usher's on there. Usher's on my list. The Ozzy Brothers kind of a stretch, and Earth, Wind & Fire, because I feel like the post said Earth, Wind & Fire, Ray J. Where did Ray J come from? Like that's what did me. I'm like, that's why I laughed.
Yo,
that's why I laughed. I didn't laugh because I laughed because I'm like, Ray J. Wow. Don't get me wrong.
Niggas take a picture today.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I know R. Kelly did some wild stuff. Yeah. But we can't say comparing to Ray J, bro, musically. Like we gotta be respectful. At least in that aspect. Like, come on. Earth, Wind & Fire, okay. Ozzy Brothers, of course.
The reason why
Footsteps in the Dark. Usher, RJ in there, okay, but Ray J?
Ray J in there. He put Ray J in there thinking we wouldn't notice because we be focusing on the other shit. That's how I shared it. I was just sharing. I was like, niggas is gonna care about this. They're not gonna pictures to that Ray J shit. They're not gonna pictures to that. Niggas is gonna focus on everything else.
Ding ding, not me. I was like, hold up, Ray J. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I drew the line at Ray J, bro. Like we can talk about cancellation, all that stuff, but when you start comparing Ray J to R. Kelly, no, we're not doing that, bro. I'm sorry. No way, no way, no how. I don't care what Vince Staples say.
That shit crazy.
So like, go ahead, give me your.
My rebuttal against that though like we you talking about the '90s shit. You growing up in '90s and shit. Didn't Aaliyah that happened? He married her at 15. That happens in the '90s,
right?
That didn't change your view. Well, you still cared though. At the same time,
I'm 8 years old, bro.
Yeah,
Number one.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Number two,
when I grew up,
I never knew they did anything together until she died. I never knew they had any kind of thing together. I'm young. I'm not. I ain't know that.
It's not for you.
When she died, that's when stuff started coming out because that sex tape and stuff came out, and then the rumors came out. I'm also in a different era where ain't no internet, ain't no. This is the document, y'all. This is the unsealed document. Ain't none of that.
Okay.
All I know is
it's just fucking TV.
All I know is, and I graduated. We sung "I Believe I Can Fly." I love Space Jam. I believe I can fly.
They had
I'm the world's greatest.
Kindergarten. Yeah. They had a.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I know.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about Aaliyah, Agent Number.
Yeah.
And he wrote it. Nah, I don't know that.
And all that. Yeah.
Don't know
15 years old. I understand that.
And I'm not saying that anybody that's watching, I'm not saying I'm not support of R. Kelly. We talk about it on Fine Ice. We're coming out next week. We talked about it on Fine Ice, and I said that he deserved whatever was coming for him. I got 2 daughters. If it was me, I would just be in jail. He wouldn't be in jail though. I would be in jail. That's just me personally though. Like, I would say it publicly. Like, it's no. And I don't want to go into a different tower, but it's no way. Like, I feel like watching that documentary pissed me off because people was mad at R. Kelly, which is when, okay, cool, that's the villain. All right, cool. Mad at his team. People around him knew what he was doing. All right, cool. Them parents made some horrible decisions.
Motherfucking parents, bro.
And not even the decisions they made. Off and shit. The fact of the matter is, this man's on tour.
Yeah.
So not only did he touch your daughter and do whatever he did and then got her captive or whatever was going on, but he also saying, hey, look, I'm going to be here. The dates is public information. It's going to be, y'all. It's only a few hotels by these arenas. Like, to me, it's no, like, we shouldn't even have to send the trial. Somebody's father should have been man enough to say, yo, come here. Pow, gone. That's it. Like, simple. Like, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Didn't that happen when that guy killed the damn president back in the day, right? And he shot president. Yeah. Then they clapped that nigga in front of the precinct.
Yeah.
Once he started doing any song from Chocolate Factory, he think he's stepping in love. Bet he gonna step. somebody got to step.
Go step into the heaven.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, come on. Hey, you seen that video of God on Twitter? He was like, coming to heaven. You see that video?
Nah.
He all white. Nah, it was a light skin guy. He was in all white. You ain't see the video?
Nah, I gotta see that.
That's crazy. Oh, you gotta watch this shit. You gotta watch it in a minute, bro.
I gotta see that.
But yeah, that's my. I mean, I'm not saying like you can't support R. Kelly or you should support R. Kelly. Whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like this. I'm not gonna tell anybody what to listen to musically. If they want to listen to R. Kelly, that's fine. If they can do it without, as long as somebody say, hey, I can listen to it without, and I can disassociate him from this. If you can, they're cool. You know what I'm saying? If you can't listen to it, then that's kind of weird. Cause now I'm thinking, are y'all on the same page?
What you got going on? Because what the fuck? Like, I get it from how. I mean, art is subjective anyway. Like a lot of artists,
you look at things a lot through your moral values, and so you look at it through like a morale standpoint, moralistic standpoint, where it's like, I can't support this because of who I am, and that's ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just sometimes people, regardless of who the person is, because most people listen to it got daughters, and they probably would. I hate to say this, but I'm gonna have to do it, bro. People love Michael Jackson, bro, and they got sons. You know what I'm saying? Like, but people, like, we don't. I'm not comparing them to it at all. I'm just saying that people are veered. Like, they like that person, and they can listen to Mike and not think about little boys. Granted, he didn't talk about sex as much as this guy. You know what I'm saying? So it is a different as far as the music and be able to unassociate the two. But what I'm saying is, they both have these high profile cases and these people that they did these horrible things. But it's very rare you see somebody saying like, I'm not listening to Michael Jackson. people say it though. But
yeah,
people,
I've heard
you know what I'm saying?
say that.
And R. Kelly's just like, I guess because I don't know why. I'm not saying I care why it's so big, but I guess the stuff he did was just so heinous.
Yeah, especially this, like, I've heard about the sex tape And like the Aaliyah shit, that's all I knew up until when that documentary came out. That documentary came out, and like it's a fucking boxing ring, and he go into the boxing ring and he do some shit like make a noise, and then the lady come from under the boxing ring and then do whatever she do, and then go back under there.
What?
Yeah, that's check the case. Like I don't know if that came from the documentary or that came from the court hearings.
Oh, you talking about sexual stuff?
Yeah. Like it's a boxing he has set up as a state. He will come in and like it's like a bail or some shit he have or whatever, and she'll come out from under there, you know, handle her business and shit, and then go back under there, like to stay under there.
I hate to be this person, but I have to add another one. Cause I've been saying this every time. But the one I saw that was the wildest. This is the wildest one. Like it's not, that one is wild though.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
But I heard through the Breakfast Club and a room report, somebody testified and was like pretty much how they was talking. And then, you know, they started messing around, whatever. And what he would do was, he had one of her rooms in his house. And he would, you know, have sex with her, whatever case may be. And then he would make her, like, stay on all fours all day while he walked around the house. And he'll come back through. And if she wasn't, like, you know, he'll discipline or whatever. But
that's kind of like
at the end of the night, he wanted to come back and her be tooted up pretty much. So he could just slide back in. I said, just think about that problem. Like, that's a wild nigga. And that's a wild, no pun intended, that's a wild position to be in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, you know, people can support what they want to support, I guess, you know. Me personally, I can't tell them what to support. I just think that, you know, sometimes, I would say this, though, and from a morale standpoint, I would say sometimes some things that you support, it just said a lot about you, too, sometimes. So I think that in publicly being in support of him, you don't know what you're doing to somebody who is publicly not in support of him for a real reason. So somebody might not be in support of him because they might have got molested. They might have been around somebody that remind them of that. And that's you publicly saying, like, I see people saying, like, anybody can burn me a CD of R. Kelly? Cause I got to take all his stuff off now. And it's like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do it to be funny for one, but you publicly trying to support something that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's wild. So
that shit crazy, bro.
Next post on you, bro.
Okay, bet.
I let the music guy do the music post. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Once again, man. Shout out to Concrete Rose Clothing. You know what I'm saying? Dope shirt. Dope people, man.
All right.
Let's see if my boy Love can read.
Jeezy, Let's Get It, Thug Motivation. Has to be a debut album from a solo artist. If comparing to Nas, had different producers, way more. Oh wait, fuck.
Yeah, you out of pocket.
I fucked it up. It's a tweet, and I read the retweet. I read the retweet.
This is why I normally read this stuff on it. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? My man Love, aka I Love You, Jace. He went to West Side. He went to West Side. They don't be teaching the reading part like that.
Public information, bro. They trying to get public information, bro.
It's all good.
It's private, bro.
Put your W's up, man. Stop playing. Put your W's up, man. West Side, this bitch, man. Patriots way.
Yo, all right. the real thing was, what album is the Illmatic? What album is the Illmatic of Southern hip hop? Then this guy says, "Oh, should I include that?"
No, just go ahead and say it.
Okay, the guy said Jeezy, Thug Motivation, because it had different producers, and it's way more successful than Illmatic was at the time that it released.
His reason his reasons don't make sense as to why he picking that.
Oh yeah, it definitely does it.
It had different producers.
Yeah, it didn't make no.
That's any album.
Yeah, that's any album.
And then he said because it's more successful. That's the reason to compare it to.
Yeah, it's wild.
He's a dummy.
Like the reasons behind it was terrible.
I would never compare Thug Motivation to Illmatic.
But it's saying Southern version though.
Yeah, it's not the same thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not gonna, you know.
I'm saying you don't have to use that one.
Anytime I criticize Nas, it's like I don't like him. I don't dislike. I don't know Nas. Nas has a great haircut.
Go ahead, explain it.
I'm not comparing Nas Illmatic album to Jeezy Thug Motivation album. I'm not comparing somebody who is artistic and just writing about from an artistic standpoint, artistic view, just seeing things he saw and talk. I'm not comparing it to somebody who really was in it. That's somebody pain versus somebody watching a story. You know what I'm saying? Art versus pain. That's why that album is so heartfelt. People can feel it. He's really. Everybody, you probably never get that sound from Jeezy again because you can't duplicate that feeling because you're in it. You need people was getting indicted around this time he writing this, so he probably don't know if he even going to be a rapper or he going to be in jail for 20-something years. This is a real time.
Yeah,
you can't duplicate that.
You can't fuck with.
You think Nas was going through an indictment when he writing Illmatic? No.
Yeah.
He scribbled a notepad, created life. I'm just, I'm not dissing him. I'm not dissing him. I'm just saying he probably was in a window, and started writing,
Shout out the Hov, man.
Life. I wonder.
What's up with this nigga, bro?
And be honest with you, I love Nas and I love That's My Favorite Song. So that's how I know it. That's how I know it. But think about the song. That's some shit you look at the window like, yo, this is crazy. If I ruled the world, if I ruled the projects, oh, now you wouldn't be doing this.
Oh, my God.
Paradise. Come on. But I'm not comparing the two. Long story short. But now,
who would you pick?
If I can answer the question as far as like a Southern. So you in a Southern
Illmatic.
Nas, right?
Not necessarily, but
Illmatic.
Southern
So
Illmatic.
we kind of
just
do
that album.
So who would you veer? So let's break this down. Let's kind of.
Oh, it's on you.
No, I know. Yeah. We're gonna discuss it though.
Yeah.
Like, I want to break it down for like who would you say is don't use groups, please.
Oh,
Just singular artists. Who
sense.
Give me a top 5 from the South. That's how you got to do this. You can't just pick an album because Illmatic, I feel like you got to kind of make the artist and stuff match as well. Because Nas Illmatic is linked to Nas. You can't just say Illmatic and no. Because ain't no one album person that just had a great album from the South and then left. Who from the South that can rap had a great album and then kind of just stayed the course of the game? I can't think of too many people from the South like that. Lyrically. And mind you, it ain't gotta be lyrical. It just gotta mean. It gotta mean to the South what Illmatic means to up north.
Mm-hmm.
And I said no groups, but I instantly think of Outkast.
Yeah, that's what it'd be Outkast or Jeezy because I'm not comparing Jeezy
to Nas, bro.
Just me personally hearing Thug Motivation, the effect that it had, not just in the streets, but just on the world, like with that sound. Like niggas, we've heard New York albums before, but none like that damn well produced with the lineup of super producers he had on that motherfucker. Like, and then us not hearing like a style like that. It was kind of like it was like a different version of Rakim and shit. Kind of like
I can see that.
It's like if Rakim had a son or some shit.
Yeah, you
and cuss. So it's like that's how Illmatic took over the world and shit. It didn't blow up like it didn't. I don't know if it went platinum and all that shit first week and shit. I gotta go look at the numbers because I wasn't even born when
back
it came
then.
out.
Nobody went platinum first week.
It was
successful.
Yet.
So,
but yeah, it was successful and shit.
So you would put Jeezy to
Motivation album,
over. I look at Outkast as that. Because of the course of the like.
Oh shit! I can't. Okay.
And
when the
then
first
when
album come out,
when you start talking about sound
and the effect,
nobody had the Outkast sound.
That. Okay, all right.
And then you talking about his predecessors. Like people started to. That made people like, yo, hold on, them niggas can rap a little bit. Like, what the style got to offer? Let's go check out A-Ball MJG. Let's go check out Pimp C. Let's go check them out. I feel like they got the respect factor. Like. Okay, them niggas down there can rap. They can spit.
Okay.
Then not only that, you think of like how I want to say instrumental, but I want to say motor like I don't know what the word is would be, but
for production.
Nah, it's just they set a trend in the South for a certain kind of music to be respected. Mm-hmm. And then they went on and did their things. Just like Nas did the same thing, went on and did his thing. So I feel like if you want to put Illmatic in that thing, it's like, oh, we ain't heard it before. I think the first album from the South that you can kind of put that with, it would be Outkast. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying 8-Ball, MJG, Pimp C, and them ain't had no great album. And they probably did, because somebody probably can tell you Pimp C and Riding Dirty is that for them. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying nothing is wrong. Anything can be right. Jeezy could be right. It just depends on, what it means to you and how you explain it. So when you explain it, I can see Jeezy. When I explain it, I can see Outkast. Mm-hmm. If it had a Pimp C lover in here, they could tell you it was Riding Dirty. Somebody can tell you it's A-Boy MJG. Somebody can tell you it was Ghetto Boys. It depends on what you like. You know, it's all subjective, but you gotta have the right reason as to why. And when you say how Nas' album kind of changed, you know, I ain't say perspective, but changed the tone of how people were rapping.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big Hov fan. Hov rap fast as hell. Nas, Biggie don't come out rapping with a certain way. Hov slow down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's that a whole new trend. That wiggity, that ain't happening.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Even
I can't get with that.
Yeah, I couldn't get with it. You know what I'm saying? I really couldn't.
Damn sure couldn't, bro.
So I can see that.
With the baldy, like
I can see that.
Buggy.
I ain't gonna lie. When you first sent to me, I was like, that shit, nah. This is not it.
Yeah.
But even having that conversation, I think I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. I can see
Classic album, man.
But and that's what it is. It's the fact that if you just want to say a classic album, then you could just name a bunch of classic albums in the South, and it automatic.
Gotta have that specific
exactly
effect.
Exactly. And nobody could take that from Nas. The fact that Illmatic, I would say, it's an OG album too. It's like this is an original New York album here.
It's stamped, like it's always gonna come up whenever we talking about classic albums this period, especially concept albums or storytelling albums. It's gonna come up every time.
Another thing, I can see why you say Jeezy, because one thing we didn't because I'm saying stuff, you saying stuff, we didn't pinpoint is that these are both debut albums, and that's what make it.
A guy on Twitter says, one day, I'm gonna actually say his name. Harryson _ on Twitter says, one day we got to discuss how most hits from the South aged miles better than the ones from where hip hop was birthed. This nigga had ass, but continue.
Nah, I don't mind discussing it, but I would have to know what he's talking about. Like, what hits from the South aged more?
The song he retweeted was "Throw Some D's" by Rich Boy.
No. It's no way, bro. First of all, when I think of Throw Some D's, pause. When I think of that song, I think of Lil Wayne, The Drought. Honestly, I don't think of the actual song. I know people like the song. When somebody kills somebody's song, I often just think of the person that killed the song. That's just me though.
Niggas
I'm not
do that
saying,
shit
not saying
to
it's not classic.
Mike Jones through to Lil Wayne. Like,
yeah, it's the same mixtape.
Mr. Jones shit.
Same mixtape.
And then it becomes Sky's the Limit.
Yes.
Niggas will always say, I like the Sky's the Limit beat. Like, nigga, no, that's Mike Jones. Nigga, what you talking about?
So I would have to know what song he talking about. I'm gonna be honest with you. We just mentioned Outkast a little while ago and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a song people retweeting about. It's an Outkast song. I know Andre 3000 is rapping on there. I'm not saying he not rap. I'm not saying he not a good rapper. I'm not saying he ain't rap good. The raps is cool.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It ain't nothing. Ain't no double entendre in there. It's just I went to the store. I wanted to get more. Like I don't know, it's some shit like that, and it's cool. But that's it. It's just cool. Like I don't know how cool can age. That's it. Like it's just cool.
Is this your take on the whole Outkast? Or
no, it's just that song I seen.
What song is this?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's a video to it.
Yeah. It was young. It was real young.
This was going around.
I mean, it's Outkast, but they go around sometimes.
It probably was an album. Niggas got this new trend to where they will like celebrate a random release of an album. Like it won't even be, niggas used to go about 5, 10, 15. It'll be fucking 7. Niggas be like, hey, let's celebrate the 7th anniversary of like, nigga, why? The fuck?
See, from that point, I would have to ask a certain question like, well, what song from the South has aged better than If I Ruled the World? Like what song aged better than that? What song aged better than Can Not the Hustle by Hov? Damn. Juicy by Biggie.
Yeah.
I could really go on and on about if I really want to, but I'm just purely talking 90s talk. I ain't even talking about, I ain't even getting to Wu-Tang, Redman, Method Man. I ain't even getting to You're All I Need. Yeah. I ain't getting to that whole 90s era of New York stuff. And I know the whole thing now is the whole Atlantica winning the versus any and that's all cute. That's cute until you start bringing the songs out for real. Until you get a good DJ that mix it. It's all about them verses and stuff. It ain't about winner loser. It's about who got the best set to go back and forth, round by round. That's all it's about. But aside from that, I just can't see that, bro. Like, and I know it's gonna sound biased. I'm from New York, and I'm gonna always ride with New York, of course. But I just when they say age better. I don't get it. Like what they mean. Age. The songs in the South that's good, they good. Riding Dirty, you know what I'm saying? 8-Ball and NGD got their songs. Outkast got their songs. The Dungeon Family got their songs. CeeLo got his songs. Trick Daddy got his songs. It's a bunch of people in the South that got their songs, but saying age better.
Yeah.
So what we gonna Trick Daddy? What's up? Shut up. That's the one that age better because that okay. It's cool.
Yeah.
Now, once again, it's a cool song. I swear to God, it's a cool song.
Yeah.
I'm not playing that today. That's just me. In the South, to me, it's like you also gotta think the fact that it's two kind of artistic forms. Up north is, to me, I like it because the artistic form is more intricate. So you gotta able to you gotta know something to really understand some of the music. Whereas in the South, it hasn't always been where you have to know something. Sometimes just plain, it's a sex song. You don't know nothing. I'm gonna do Trick Daddy because he's a goat out here, right? That's not nothing I have to feel like I have to know. I know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Luke. I'm thinking of the heavy hitters from the time. You take Outkast and
This is my early. Oh yeah.
I'm thinking,
early on.
because that's what we're talking about. We're saying age. So
very beginning. Yeah.
I know we ain't talking about Laffy Taffy.
You had Miami going crazy.
You see what I'm saying though?
Outkast. Well, you had Kilo. You still had Kilo in
now,
Atlanta, but even then, he still was doing bass music.
Now, if you taking like if you want to go region like state by state, then I would be okay with doing that.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Houston may have a lot to offer for something like that because Houston music does age. Wow, when you think about Drake In Too Deep and it really being throw, you know what I'm saying? Like I like Houston music. I'm not saying I don't like Atlanta music, but everything from Atlanta ain't aged. And then every Atlanta artist ain't typically the Atlanta artist.
Wait, how did you get restricted to Atlanta?
Huh?
How did you get restricted to Atlanta just now?
Restricted? I don't know. I did because
I said South nigga went straight to Atlanta.
But who else are you talking about in the South? Like
Houston. How you just said Texas?
So when you think about up north, you don't think about New York? You go to Philadelphia?
Well, I mean you could.
So
but
when somebody say up north, you think what else you think of besides New York? What
it specifically said where it was birth, which is New York.
Okay,
yeah,
I got you. And I just feel like Southern music is the heart. Atlanta's the heart of it. That's what's popping. It's always been popping.
Yeah.
Unless I'm tripping.
Well, Houston had their shit too though.
But not Houston ain't never been Atlanta though. Like I don't how you slice it.
You don't
besides
think they had a run?
Mike Jones, Paul Wall.
I was gonna say now.
But you see,
they had a run.
And I'm saying age. I'm thinking you gotta think I'm young at that time too.
Yeah.
You probably younger, obviously, but to me that's not.
Virginia
that's
too.
Not,
we gotta put Virginia in there.
For what? Who?
Pharrell, Missy Elliott, Timbaland.
They would be considered Southern artists?
Huh?
To you, they would be considered Southern artists?
Yeah. Virginia's a southern state. It's right there, but
I would never.
They have it considered as a southern state.
You know what? I would never consider missing them southern artists. You know why? I don't consider Aaliyah a New York artist.
It's just because how big their brand was. Like,
yeah, I don't limit them to.
Yeah, me either.
They never pushed. They never said. Like Pharrell did the V. He had the V up. All right, cool. He didn't seem southern to me, but that's fine. I give him that. I give him that.
I be forgetting. I forget all the time that Chris Brown is from there. Pharrell. I be
thinking
niggas from LA and shit.
This is the reason why. So when I say southern, northern, or New York, whatever,
yeah,
I'm thinking about the style. Clips is a New York style. When you think of Illmatic, I think of Clips. I'm not saying because they rap like him, but because that's the album I'm pretty sure they influenced by.
Yeah, I can see that.
No, Pharrell, he didn't come up off southern artists. Noriega, Fabulous, Jay-Z.
Well, Clips is there too.
No, you wouldn't get Clips if he ain't doing songs. You wouldn't have grind. You wouldn't have grinding if you don't have Busta Rhymes.
Yeah,
Pastor Kavasi, which is that didn't age well. But you know what I'm saying? Like I like the song. I
like the song.
I'm just saying. I'm talking about like top tier songs.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
but I do
it's
like,
a fun
like
song.
it.
Yeah,
I like Busta though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm talking about when I say like that kind of music. I ain't really dissing it. I'm just saying like it's certain artists you wouldn't consider to be a southern artist. Some Cali artists I don't consider to be Cali artists because I'm like, damn, you from Cali?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
even
I don't put them in that
like
regional group. I put Trick Daddy with Miami because he claims it. Rick Ross and they claim it. Houston artists, they claim it. It's some people that you never know where they're from until you look it up.
Yeah.
I never heard Leah say anything down Brooklyn. I ain't know she was from New York till like 2 weeks ago. I was like, oh, okay. I never would have considered her a New York artist.
Yeah.
Never would have. You know what I'm saying? But Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think that somebody from the South probably grew up in like the snap era and think that, oh, I think they like me. It aged well, and oh, I think they like me isn't bad. It isn't bad. It ain't bad. It ain't bad. But come on, bro.
That's a drastic
I'm
change
Weezy.
from those of these.
Prince of the Old Town.
I think they like that shit. The snap era.
Because
the snap era is wild.
Throw some D's to me, like that's a sample. That's a different.
That's a
different sound.
Yeah, that's that soul. That's whenever you got soul inside your instrumental, most times, and you got a good hook, you got a good artist on that motherfucker, it's gonna stay. Like it's gonna be in rotation. Yeah. It might not be stamped as classic, but it might be good. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be in rotation at least when you got a good sample. He had a good sample, and I forgot what it is he sampled. I gotta go look it up and to get the details and shit. But it's an amazing beat. It's a classic beat to me, especially talking about the South. I was talking to you about this like a few months ago.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you pulled it up and everything. Yeah,
I want to freestyle to it because this is like the feel that you get off of that. Like pause, but the feel that you get from it, like when you play that song, and then if you just play the beat by itself, you can feel it. You know what I'm saying? Fill up the room and shit. This shit crazy. But yeah, I would say I definitely don't agree with this nigga like at all. Like nigga wilding. There are some songs I could probably throw in there like for competition's sake, like Mom Playing Tricks on Me.
See, I always say like, you gotta go back to the Ghetto Boys. You're only gonna go to Houston to find that fine wine music. You're not going nowhere else but Houston. From 90 to 94.
Out of Outkast, it's Outkast, Ghetto Boys. That's it. Cause like I may be missing some people. I ain't gonna lie. I might be missing some people. We going off the cuff right now. I ain't got no notes and shit. I should have went and got some notes for this particular one. But yeah, it's just like for that era, I'm thinking Outkast and I'm thinking Ghetto Boys as far as popular, out there music. Like
I want to say this though. I will say depending on what time frame you're talking about, if we given the same time frame, we saying New York and let's say Houston from 90 to 93, 94, Houston might have it in that aspect because New York was still doing that 80s rap, that Eric EPMD, not saying they ass, I'm just saying EPMD, Eric B. and Rakim on the latter stages.
I'm ready to drop.
94, yeah, 95, 94. So.
But when will that matter drop?
I don't know.
I think 93.
Yeah.
I think it dropped. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's a good example.
So I can see that.
They go back with the old joint.
But I mean,
previous question.
Even if you just went and played like this is hip hop heads. People probably ain't gonna understand when you talk about when we say this. But if you play Mom Playing Tricks on Me right now, if you don't like it, cool. But if I play It Ain't Hard to Tell, that's a different. To me it's just different, bro. Like this nigga Nas was, and I'm not a Nas. I'm not crazy, but he was spitting. It ain't hard to tell. I excel, then prevail. Like it just he was saying like. And it don't, and like to be that young, to be that I know it's a sample, but to be that young, and talk like that, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
but I like that's hard. That's hard when you think about that, like that artistic form. Because Mom Playing Tricks on Me is like a ghetto gospel. It's like one of the first ever ghetto gospel we ever had in rap. Probably the first ghetto gospel you had in rap. Think about people the artists and type of art you won't have if that song isn't made. That's like a very vivid.
They talking about mental health.
Yeah, but
that shit crazy.
But from the urban community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that's
an everyday thing. It's not you talking mental health like as if we depressed, but this is Tuesday, nigga. This is just Tuesday.
This shit's crazy. Like I remember hearing that shit the first time. It was like 06. It was like 06. I was in the back of my dad's car, the back seat. And he played that shit. He was like, yo, what you do about that, boy? And I'm like, nothing. And I'm hearing it. I was like, damn, like, you're seeing all, I hadn't even seen the music video yet, but you seeing everything they saying. And you're like, yo, this shit is crazy. And they from the South.
Yeah.
Like, that's some inspirational shit.
The first time I saw that was on Once in the Park. It was a throwback joint of the day. And I thought that was fire. I thought that probably the most fire part of Once in the Park I like was throwback joint because at the time, it wasn't like you could do your own musical history like YouTube and stuff. So, you kind of was, if your parents had good music taste, then you had good music taste. If they didn't, you didn't.
Oh, yeah.
So Once in Park was like your savior.
Mm-hmm.
But Yeah, that's a good way. I ain't gonna lie. I did like a lot of the southern throwback joints more than some of the northern ones because I knew them, but they didn't hit for me. But some of them southern ones kind of hit, like, you know. But yeah, it's like the South got some. I'm not saying the South ain't got no good music. They always have good music. It's the South. You're supposed to have more soul anyway. It's the South is the soul of that. You know what I'm saying? It should have. That's when you had the bands playing. You should have the best samples and stuff like that. You know, but. Yeah, either way, like I said, I think that
y'all had Harlem though. Yeah, Harlem
Renaissance.
I'm saying
poets. Yeah, it's good for spoken word.
Niggas on jazz and shit too.
I mean, yeah, that's cool. And, you know, I like Harlem music. Don't get me wrong. Like that's why Dipset is who they are, because they was like the Harlem Renaissance. Like they had mad samples. Everything was like a soulful feeling. It's supposed to be. Even they quote unquote quick mixtape stuff.
Yeah,
that's a Harlem thing. But yeah, I like Brooklyn music better though.
Are we doing this one?
Go ahead. We can end with that.
I'm asking.
Yeah, we can end with that. I know it's your guy. Hey, this episode is sponsored by Expensive Pain.
Hey, niggas, bro. But yo, this nigga Meek Mill, as you of course know, just released an album last week, 2 weeks ago, called Expensive Pain. I seen the promo going out for this album and him in the studio with this person, in the studio with that person, him dropping some singles here and there, and him hanging with James Harden. And James Harden, right before it dropped, he's saying like, I think this is his best album, his best mixtape he ever did. And you know people respect James Harden in this game and in the world. So after seeing the cover and all that, I thought it was going to be like crazy. So I was expecting something wild. But he said Expensive Pain is better than his album, an album that most of the community of people that listen to hip hop has deemed as a classic. Like 3 years. 3 years. It's been 3 years.
What album? He said Championships.
Like he's saying himself that Expensive Pain is better than Championships to him.
So we call that marketing. We call that marketing because Meek ain't that stupid. He been stupid sometimes before. You know?
Yeah.
Drake, that was kind of
niggas
stupid.
was saying he was on, you know. Nah, you talking about
pills and stuff. Yeah, but
I ain't gonna talk about it. I ain't joking about that.
That's marketing, bro. That's marketing. I got one for you. Twitter fingers. No, but I do think that that's definitely a marketing standpoint. I didn't hear the album. I'm not rushing to hear it.
I was like,
I'm not rushing to hear Meek no more, bro.
Yeah.
I like Meek, and I think too sometimes people drop a classic, it's hard for me to listen to the next one because I already know it's not gonna measure up. I don't think that Meek gave me the impression that he was dropping some fire music. And I would for somebody like Meek, even as established as he is, in order for me to get amped by his album, he has to drop a mixtape for me. And the mixtape has to be DC, a Dream Chaser mixtape. Mm-hmm. That's what I get up for the album for. Now, when he ain't that bad, when he dropped the mixtape and then he got the album still, I know that that's a fire creative space of music. Mm-hmm. When an artist stop doing stuff like that, I already know that I'm getting something watered down or I'm getting something that ain't there yet. Because when an artist got that music, they wouldn't put it out by any necessary.
Yeah.
So they're going to put a mixtape out and then put an album out. They're going to put a little 5 songs out and put an album out. Even Drake, he put the 3-song thing out, you know, and that saved him mad time.
Meek did too.
Jumped on songs.
Dropped it last year.
What songs?
Wow. The Pandemic Pack.
What? I never heard of it. What was on it? I
never. You heard. I know you've heard it because
what song is it?
The song with Dirt.
What song? Oh, Pain.
Yeah, that was on. Pain Away was on that pack.
I ain't know.
But that dropped.
I like the song.
This shit is crazy. It
I like the
last
song.
year, though.
I like that song.
But it just, I think he could have had the same thing if he had dropped it, released closer to this.
That corrects what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
He dropped that song. What? It's 5 songs?
It's 4.
Name the 4 songs for me.
No, but it's another one I like with another one I like with Rory. It's another one I like with Rory on there.
Who?
His artist.
Vory?
Yeah,
he's on Surf Mixtape. He was cool. He was killing on Surf Mixtape. Surf Mixtape is better than Surf album is better than that Meek album too, by the way.
You ain't heard it yet, bro. You can't say that, bro.
I know it already, bro. Trust
me.
Say that. This is Surf you talking about.
I think it's a game. him and Meek going back and forth. There's no drums in the fucking beat. It's like
Meek got a song with Leaf Ward on the album? Cause that nigga's the best nigga in Philly right now to me. Leaf Ward the best artist in Philly right now to me.
You heard it here first.
Leaf Ward. I heard him on a surf joint. I went to his flow was crazy. Like,
you can't check the camera like that, bro.
Huh?
Can't check the camera like that.
I can't check the camera.
You can't check the battery. I mean the time.
Yeah, I know. We good, bro.
Okay,
I ain't right. We ain't going much longer, bro.
Okay, baby. I was making sure. Like, I was like, yo. I was like,
nah, we ain't going much longer.
I just noticed that shit. But you didn't listen to it. That's what you're saying. That's your final opinion.
I didn't attempt to listen to Meek album, for one. 2, the streets didn't tell me to listen to Meek album. That's number 2. Number 3, I ain't hearing about Meek album. I'm not dissing him.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's bad. It's good. I don't know. And the reason I don't know because usually that's what does it for you. Like, it's word of mouth. Social media is now word of mouth.
Yeah.
When Drake dropped, I go off your tweet sometimes. You didn't tweet about the album, nigga. Love, Love, didn't tweet about the album.
Oh man.
So that's my reasons, like, you know, and I feel like I would like to, but you know, streets need a body. They say he ain't give one.
Yeah.
Oh, so since you heard the album and you ain't tweet about it at all, I don't know what's going on. You give me Kanye vibes, so let's talk about it. Is the album? What's the album? Oh, answer the question this way.
What's up?
When you Expensive Pain, the album, right? Mm-hmm. You can tell me if it's good, bad, whatever, rate it, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And then when you think of Cole album, Drake album, Ye album, potentially Kendrick album. Okay, I want you to because Meek was always the hovering around that top 3.
Right there.
Cam should have had him in the 3.
He was right, you know, nigga.
So where he at now?
What is wild about this shit is that during the promo run of this album, he was on Zane Lowe on Apple Music, and he interviewed him, and he was in there talking about his XXL class that he was in with, I think it's like Freddie Gibbs, Mac Miller, Nipsey Hussle, YG, Kendrick, all these people was in there, and he was like, I need the same respect that they be getting. I need the same respect they get as artists. I don't feel like I get enough respect. And then this nigga dropped this, like a dud. I don't think it's gonna be a dud as far as album sales or nothing like that. And I love Meek, man. Even through all that Drake shit, I was still standing there like, yo, nah, that nigga's tripping, saying whatever, like, nigga, that diss record he did with the Undertaker beat, that shit hard, bro. Like, I was the main nigga at Westside High School repping that shit, the Meek Mill shit.
You just showing love, bro.
So, but
it's in your morals.
This shit is not it. This shit is not it. This shit is ass. Like, it's watered down. The nigga, I wouldn't even say this is a good mixtape. Because because it's mixtapes.
Tell me how you feel, nigga.
You know how his mixtapes be fire. Like, I was just listening to this shit all yesterday because I had a long ass shift at my job and shit. So I was going through Meek Mill mixtapes. I'm going through DC1, DC2, DC3, DC4.
Pause. Whenever somebody dropped a new music and you gotta go to the old music, that kind of tell you where the music at.
Nigga, that Friday, I was listening to Championships.
Nigga, no, not this one.
I was listening to Championships because the whole shit just sound uninspired. It just sound like the Instagram post, which is wild. It sound like everything he posted on the Instagram is just him rapping, just saying shit. That's what came out. Him just, I just fucked the bitch and do it. Like, it's giving me Wayne vibes. Like Wayne after Carter 4, and he just mid. I'm talking about pussy the whole time. I be in pussy. I be fucking a lot. Let me just talk about that. Pussy. All these pussy bars. It's like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
I watched the interview.
Where's the deaf
and
nigga?
He said something about how he was inside a lot. He couldn't go out because of COVID. And maybe that's probably what you hear in the album too. So he's talking about pussy, probably just having sex a lot. And he got a kid now. So art gonna imitate what you're doing. He probably wasn't living the life he been living because of what happened. Which I'm not giving an excuse because other people have put great albums out. Yeah. And they was going through the same thing.
Yeah. So
I don't know what Meek got going on. But I would say that he's afforded an album like this if it is as bad as you say. So, but it does hurt him in that rankings of him wanting to have that credit because you're not putting out that quality content that these people are putting out. No.
Every time they dropping some shit. And then it's a fucking song on there. I text you about this.
Yeah, you did.
It's a specific song on the album. Oh My Soul. Shit sound just like a Dirt record. The way he using the auto tune, the way the beat set up. It's multiple songs on there that sound like Dirk or King Von records. And it's just Meek version of them. Like some shit he could have kept in the vault.
Right.
Or something like that. He just experimented with it. And they was like, oh yeah, we put it on the album. This nigga Dirk was like, yo, I want to drop a freestyle on My Soul. Meek text me that beat, the voice. Nigga, because it's your song, nigga. That's why you want to do a freestyle to it.
But on the flip side, though, that puts me in a different thinking space of Meek and his creative process because nowhere would I think that Meek would try to make a Dirk sounding record.
Yeah.
With Meek being Meek.
Yeah.
I don't think Meek is established enough to have his own sound to make a Meek record.
He definitely has Meek records.
Dirk. I think he tried to make Pain Part 2 without Dirk. Because I think Dirk outshined him in Pain, which I don't think he outshined. I think Meek verse is better, but I think people like Dirk's verse more because they like him.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's that 2 Chainz effect. The way he came on the pause, but the way he
that's crazy.
Introduced himself on the record.
That's how you say it now is wild. Nah, I'm not dapping you up.
I wasn't going for the dap, niggas, bro. The way he got on the track is different. Like you know where we worked at, or you worked at one point. It was a nigga there that kept saying particular parts for that song repeatedly because it had that effect, like just the same way.
But that's what I'm saying with Meek though. Like you would think Meek isn't. I hope he's not insecure rapper because you would think that he understands the. I still think on paper his verse is better to me.
Oh yeah,
I like Meek's verse better. You know what I'm saying? Like I hope he don't let that kind of let him hinder him from doing music with certain people or whatever. But I don't want to hear a Dirk sounding record from Meek. I want to hear a Meek sounding record from Meek.
Fact.
I want to hear those records. I want to hear another Tony Story. I want to hear like that type of music.
The nigga said coming soon. We never got.
I know it wasn't. This is marketing, bro. let me tell you what his rollout was. His rollout was he searched Tony Story Part 2 because niggas do that every day.
Yeah.
Niggas do that every day for like 3 years.
Yeah.
He finally shared it like, oh, retweet. If I get this, I'll. I know he was lying. He ain't got it. You ain't got it in the tuck. That's about an album. That was the first rollout. Tony Story Part 2. Oh, word, another one? Okay, cool. The second rollout was.
Oh, we got 2 and 3.
The second,
and all that shit.
yeah, I mean, the second rollout was Championships. I mean, Expensive Pain better than Championships. Yeah, that's a rollout. It's just tweets. It wasn't music. I can tell you that.
It's the best. He said some other wild shit. I forgot to. Yeah,
and you know what? Time out. And y'all thought I was tripping. Slim, not you maybe, but Slim. Y'all thought I was tripping when I said that Meek Lemon Pepper freestyle was very regular. It wasn't great. It wasn't.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And that let me know. And that's reason 5 why I didn't listen to the album because he couldn't kill that Lemon Pepper beat, and niggas that can't rap killed it.
R.I.P. to that pod for that night.
Yeah. Yeah.
My bad, bro. That's the same fucking night that part happened.
Yeah.
That shit crazy. And we talked about it in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you kind of already seen this shit happening. I didn't because the song was crazy. The song with Timberlake that niggas didn't like said was signed to Tupac. That shit better than his album.
What song with Timberlake?
See? You ain't hear it, but
Meek
it's
song?
a good. Yes,
Bro, I haven't
he
heard
don't
Meek.
even cuss. He don't even cuss
I
in it.
haven't heard a Meek song since Lemon Pepper Freestyle.
It came out before that.
I ain't hear no one after that. I ain't hear one before that either.
I
It was championships than that. Don't send it to me.
I gotta send it. It's a
good.
good ass song, bro.
Matter of fact, send it. It's okay.
It's a good ass song. It's a good ass song. I promise you. Good video, everything.
Yeah, I believe you.
Niggas, bro.
But
It's way better. It's way better.
I like
than
Meek.
this.
I'm a big Meek fan.
Paint Away way better than this album.
Listen, man, you want to hear some good Philly music? Leaf Ward. He got it right now, bro. Leaf Ward.
You got a spot in the pod, man. You know, that's what you basically gonna say. You got a spot in the pod, yo.
Who, Leaf Ward?
Yeah.
Oh, nah, he ain't coming down here. But
One of the
yeah,
masses,
I definitely.
Come more than masses.
Nah, he didn't get a flow, but he nice.
I mean, I'm more than masses. Main and Slim.
Yeah, he can get on for free because he can spit.
But
I pay his fee, nigga. And nigga, you a real spitter? I got you. But, but anyway, man, time to stop scrolling. That's all I have for this time. I want to just test it out, see how I go.